All right. Instagram, welcome. Facebook, YouTube. Hey, I got a very short message here today. All right. So, hopefully you're ready from my home to your home, from wherever you are, with whichever device you're using. Your friend Raul Luna here, founder of English.rauluna.com. Hey, I want to talk to you about something today. Are your goals smart? Are your goals smart? I still remember when I couldn't I couldn't put, goals down or write them down, or I didn't know how to configure the goals. And, can you imagine? And I know that a lot of people obviously struggle with that because I was one of them. And I want to basically just wanted to do this live today so that I can give it to you. So pay very close attention. It's going to be short to the point, so we'll get started. And what I mean by are your goals smart? Let me tell you what is it that I mean about it. It's if you grab the word smart, we're going to go one by one. Is your goals specific, measurable, achievable? Are they relevant? Are there time dimension? Do they have a time of when you're going to achieve them? So very, very simple. Grab yourself either a notepad or a white piece of paper where you can actually, when you're going to put your goals of what is it that you want to achieve for your 2020, or from 12 months from today, or 5 years from today. I'll tell you one thing. Most successful people have their goals written some way, in some way, shape, or form. I write my goals every single morning and every single night, twice a day. I write them. It's been a habit that I've been doing for almost already a decade. And I can tell you one thing, they meet this criteria. They got to be specific. In other words, if you're looking to, buy a property, what type of property is it? Or you want to buy a car, what color is the exterior? What color is the interior? What, is it leather, or is it, is it leather? What type of, a vehicle do you want? What is the exact specific items that you want? Okay, so your goals got to be very, very specific. Okay, very specific. For instance, the home that we're in, I wanted it in a very specific community. I wanted it to be sort of like a ranch style home from the outside that we can modernize and do it to our taste. And guess what? It was very specific. And oftentimes we don't do our goals on a very specific. Majority of people actually has it on a very general basis. Okay, they got to be measurable. There's got to be a way that you can measure it. If you don't measure it, guess what you tend to measure tend to grow. If you're not measuring, it's not growing. And then you got to make sure that it's achievable. You don't want to put a goal that you will never be able to achieve. Otherwise, always remember this: when you have progress, there's happiness. So if you want to be happy, you got to be making baby steps, baby progresses that is going to give you that, all right? So it's got to be achievable. It's got to be relevant to your purpose, relevant to what is it that you want in life. Like, for instance, if you got a goal of saying, okay, I want to reach financial freedom. What does that mean to you? Is that your purpose? Is that truly what you want to do? Well, you got to make sure how much money do you need every single month coming in order for that to be, achieved. Okay, so got to be specific. You got to be able to measure it. Money is easy to measure, especially when you have a specific amount that you're trying to achieve. You just got to be achievable, and then relevant to your spirit, relevant to your purpose, relevant to where you're headed, all right? And then time dimension. You gotta have a time that you're going to achieve it, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Very important. I remember when I first put my first goal to reach, it was interesting because my very first goal many years ago, it was to save $1,000. That was it. That was my main goal. And I achieved it. I think I don't remember exactly the age, but I think I was 12 years old and I hit it. And then from there I said, I'm going to do 10,000. And then I hit it. And then I say 30,000. And then I hit it. I think I was about 15 and a half, almost going to 16 years of age when I hit the $30,000. And then, obviously if I were to tell you the whole story, I lost it. And then we had to restart back again. But keep in mind, it's got to be time dimension. And what I mean by that, when I set $1,000, I told myself I'm going to give myself 1 year, and it happened before the year. And then I said $10,000, and I gave myself a couple of years, and he did. And then 30,000, gave myself 4 years, and the interesting thing it was that I was changing the goals, but it had to be it had to be specifically as I stated it right now. They had to be SMART goals, and SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time. It has to have a time. If you don't have those things, then they're not goals that are SMART. And if your goals are not keeping you with high energy, if they're not making you feel the adrenaline, and keep you in a progress mode so that it can get you some joy and happiness in the process, then maybe they're not purposeful. So anyways, go ahead and put it to practice. Let me know down below what is it that you take. Go ahead and share this video with others, and from wherever you are, be safe, okay? And give you a virtual hug. And remember, you're one freaking real estate deal away from whatever you want. Okay. If you're really looking seriously in real estate as being your, channel of wealth, hey, you're in the best channel that I can, that I personally discovered. I've been in this industry for almost it's actually been officially, 2 decades. And I can tell you this much, it has its up and down, but if you have the maturity here, the ups and downs doesn't matter, because it'll only make you better. Remember to what I said. If you got maturity here, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, the ups and downs are designed for you to create wealth. If you believe that, leave me a message down below. Thank you very much for being here with me. Get to see you next time. Thank you. Facebook.